What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast, your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. Let me hide it real quick. My name is Anthony. This is my main man, Kenny. This is your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. Like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can catch us here every Thursday or Friday, depending on how stuff left on. 9:30 on YouTube, live on YouTube, and catch us the next day on all podcast platforms. All right, man. So I want to start something. I want to start the musical stuff today. I kind of didn't start it before because I want to do this for the ladies. Because especially people that have significant others, longtime girlfriends, wives, fiancés, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all have been around and it's been a great time. And I know that they just love spending time with us and we cherish some of them moments. And training camp is starting. And some women are like, man, where is the time going? And I'll be like, hey, you still got a little bit of time. But September's coming. And I don't know what to tell you. Because Bobby said it best.
I like to talk about this moment.
Hell, you were. I didn't know where the hell you was going with that. For sure. Take it away, Bobby. Sing it, Bobby.
Hey, what a girlfriend, boyfriend do, or her girlfriend's husband do, but I'm watching the game, and I can't be too much at one time. So, guess what? Hey, tell them what you tell them. Wait until September. The football season is back.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm talking like Saturday about 10 a.m., Sunday around what, 11 a.m.,
Thursday at 8:30.
I don't have nothing for you, Shorty. Do I got nothing for you.
Got nothing for you. I don't know what Charles does. I don't know what Brian does. But where I'm gonna be at in front of the TV. Because I'm gonna tell you. It's early in the year too.
You know what I'm saying? I never said I was perfect. But I did say I was worth it. Now September. Find yourself something to do it because
I'm just telling you. If you think it's bad now, just wait.
Nothing for you. So sad, so sad. But
if you think you're lonely now, wait until September.
Because a real man got to do.
Because this, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna be a dog over here messing up my system. Hold on, y'all.
Nino gets it. So we was tapping into the box.
Yeah, IDK Sports Podcast, man. Hey, man, football season is here. Training camp has started. Some deals have to be done. Before we get on that, we are going to give the ladies some love and a topic shout out. We about to give the ladies because we got something we need to talk about. And the first thing we want to talk about, big thing during the WNBA All-Star Weekend, the WNBA players wore shirts that said, "Pay us what you owe us," or what we're owed. And it started a huge spark in debate, started a huge spark in are they owed this? Are they not owed this? So now we're at the point where it's getting to like who's right and who's wrong. Are they really owed this? Is this bad timing? And at first, I would say I was on the side of, whoa, they're not really turning a profit. How you ask for money. But it's always about forecasting. Not what you're doing right now, what we about to do in the future. And I always was saying, man, it look real funny for something that's not turning a profit, adding teams every year. Keep adding teams. And the buyout and the pay-in to get a franchise is going up and up. All right? So then news comes out that the WNBA is about to ink a new TV deal worth that's going to grow from 50 million to 200 million. That's a big jump in revenue, which means the players are like, okay, well, we want a chunk of that revenue share. And some people are like, oh, well, y'all haven't turned a profit for so long. Why y'all want something now? At least let W kind of recoup some money and stand on his feet. And to that, I call, in my opinion, bullcrap. Some of y'all work at jobs right now that operate in the red. Keep it a buck. And y'all ask for raises every year, that 3 to 5%. Y'all want to raise every year, right?
Mhm.
Especially if you got a government job, it's always in the red. Ain't never working in the black. Like, so
Feels good.
like, why are we expecting these women to be held to what was happening 25 years ago? But that's not now. WNBA is basically about to become profitable overnight. And shout out to, Caitlin, Angel, Asia Wilson, Carrington, all the stars. Sabrina Ionescu, Brianna Stewart, they put the work in, and now odds are being watched on it, and here come the TV deal. So now it's like, why would I gonna wait for the company to recoup money when, like, hey, we're forecasting you about to make some profit and more revenue. I need to, hey, my slice need to go up because the WNBA only get like 9%, if that, of the revenue
10%.
share.
10%.
10% of the revenue share. Don't the NBA players get 50%?
Yeah.
Don't NFL get close to 50%? I think NHL get 50%. Like, so now everybody, like, it's funny when it comes to the women's sport, everybody's kind of like, oh, they're asking for too much, they're asking for too much. But if the revenue was going up, why wouldn't salaries go up? That don't make sense. Why wouldn't the product go up? So at first, I was confused in my eyes, and I'm gonna pass to you. Like, okay, they ask for money, but they operating in the red a lot, and supposedly the NBA is picking up this subsidizing the league.
Mhm.
But I knew something. They had to know something I didn't. Something had to be coming down the pipe because who's operating the red and keep adding teams? That didn't make sense. Like, you about to add 5 new franchises, ain't you? Or 4?
5 over there, 5 until 2030.
So
Over the course.
over the next 5 years, you're supposed to add 5 franchises. You adding a franchise a year for the next 5 years. That don't sound like somebody that don't know some money coming in. And I heard the buyout, and I heard but the pay-in went from like 50 million to almost, or like 50 million to get a franchise, like something higher than that now. Almost reaching almost 3 digits now to buy into a franchise. So the owners, the people that's buying in, know something coming. The games are crowded. The in ticket sales have went up. Heard the prices went up. So now if everything's going up, why should my prices stay the same? Because y'all trying to recoup money from years past. No other. Everybody else. See, people be thinking athletes supposed to do what you ain't supposed to do with your job. So, like I said, a lot of y'all don't know, but a lot of y'all jobs operate in the red every year. And y'all still get raised. So
yeah,
that's my TED talk. I'm gonna let you rock.
No. I mean, for the sake of argument, it's like, all right, I think it's just a matter of transparency, right? Like, if we can't, in spite of us being in the red, you can't say that numbers haven't went up. I mean, even if you just mark it from the time of, let's say, 2020 or 2019, you can't, I'm sure the stats are out there to prove it, that incrementally, like the share prices, the overall value of franchises have went up drastically. I'm talking, if not double to triple of the percentage of market growth just for certain franchises. I mean, if you just use as a team as like a let's say the Indiana Fever, what I'm saying, like, you can't tell me that their stock ain't rising or the fan base ain't growing or the revenue ain't in. I mean, just again with them being subsidized to the NBA, that was a good jump. Now with this new media deal that's coming in, that's going to take a jump. So again, somebody's seeing where down the line the profit rate is going to be worth it. The juice is definitely going to be worth the squeeze. What I'm saying, after a certain point. So it's the same thing. If I had to relate it to like crypto, it's like, all right, as volatile it can be, some would suggest, hey, get in now while it's taking a dive. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing here, but again, it's lacking their transparency, where we're only bringing home like 10% of the revenue share. So where is, how are we missed out on the 40% that's being paid to other organizations, such as the NFL, NHL, NBA, and other organizations? Like, hey, what's happening here? You know what I'm saying? At least explain it to me. That's the reason why we have a CBA agreement, is like, hey, at least we can come to the table and discuss. If we're not getting the rest of the 40, tell me where there's a meeting, we can meet in the middle and say, hey, 25 or 25% over the next 5 years. And then we can reconvene. Because here in October, or come October, their CBA agreement is up. Mm-hmm. And in the words of Angel Reese, don't think we playing. We'll strike this. We'll go out on strike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if y'all want to go back to the dark ages and ruin all that money y'all just brought in, all those deals y'all just signed, if y'all want to do that, go for it.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, we are still the investment. Y'all saw the brand deals we're bringing in, the damn lightning rod that Caitlin is, or Angel Reese is, or Nafisa is. Like, it's like, bro, y'all see what we doing. You're moving and shaking. This is about most I've seen the WNBA All-Star game, or even the crowd around it just this year. Yeah. You can't deny the advancements that the league is taking.
Yeah.
But again, you can only push us back so much, offer so much pushback, because I know your pockets are getting sweet. And I'm saying that from the perspective of a player to an owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the luxury of sitting in those meetings. You have the luxury of knowing what's coming down the pipe. All we asking for is transparency.
Yeah. Yeah.
The butts are in the seats in the stadium. You know what I'm saying? The viewers are tuning in. I mean, yeah, we're operating the red. We haven't turned profit. But again, what's the bottom line rule of all businesses? You know what I'm saying? That you're going to spend some years in the red. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that you're taking something that's not the most mass appeal as that of the WNBA at this very moment. Mm-hmm. Not to say that it's not garnering attention, but it's not feeding the masses like a juggernaut like the NBA or MLB or NFL is. It's not a juggernaut yet. But give us credit where credit is due. It is moving. We are pushing the sport. We are pushing the brand. We are pushing the shield. And something needs to be said about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, like you said, transparency, being like the WNBA being real about what's happening, WNBA being real about what money is coming, and being honest with the players, or being upfront with the players, like, yeah, we getting this bread, so let's get let's share this money a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to talk about a little bit with WNBA players. I know I heard a lot of discussion with it. People were like, oh, they asking for stuff that and like, I'm like, people always ask athletes to do what they won't do on their job, which is crazy to me.
And I can just add one more thing, like, bro, by no means are we saying like, I don't want to speak for those ladies, but again, the W's probably sitting somewhere, triple digit millions, 200, 300 million. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind, like, the NBA is probably evaluated at like what, in the billions. So, you know what I'm saying? It is apples and oranges, but at the same time, again, we was already starting with lead shoes on. Now we're kind of breaking those shackles, and it has, that margin has decreased. Not saying we're the same. Not saying we're the same, or we're on the same plateau as the NBA is. Not saying we're the same, but at least give us credit that it has increased. Yeah. And the only way to do that is, my boy, you're going to have to sock it to my pocket.
Yeah. And that's just real. I mean, that's just real. So, I'm going there. Other stuff on the side here. Here we go. Next thing I want to talk about, right, is college football, man. College football media days all out the way. Camps open next week for a lot of people. And I want to get your take on a couple of things, then we'll go a little deeper into some prospects and stuff. But this is what the Indiana coach said about his schedule because they dropped Virginia, I think, for an FCS school. So hold on.
All right. 12 of the 16 SEC teams play 3 G5 or an FCS game. 12 of those teams play 36 games, 29 G5 games, and 7 FCS games, and 1 less conference game. All right. So we figure we'd just adopt SEC scheduling philosophy. All right.
So right there. It caused a little spark and everything. He was basically like people asked him at media day, you dropped Virginia to go play an FCS team. And he was saying like how the Big Ten and SEC are the 2 best schools and 2 best conferences, I meant to say. And we and like so we're gonna follow their method. The SEC does play, I think they play 12 in total, but they play like 8 or 7 conference games. I want to say 8 conference games. And they play at least 1 group of 5 or 2 group of 5s. And a lot of them do play an FCS opponent, like a money game, right?
Right.
My thing is this. The Indiana coach, I like the man from James Madison. I know he wins. A little bit too much dip on your chip, player. You not some of the SEC schools. And I know the people in the Midwest gonna help me. The Big Ten, top to bottom, is nowhere near close. Top to bottom as hard of a conference as the SEC. The Big Ten is very top heavy. Very, very top heavy. Ohio State is good. Most time Michigan is good. Oregon is going to be good. Help me out. I'm running out of teams. That's 4 out of all them teams. Penn State, that's 5, and they don't win the big games. That's 5. Who else? Who else are we talking about that's like good? Illinois is probably going to be good this year, but they're usually not. They're middle of the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
You talk about out of all them teams, 6 possibly good teams.
I'm trying to think. So, which teams did you name again? I'm sorry. So
I said
Ohio State,
Penn State, Oregon. Them are the 3 teams that's really going to be the good. Michigan, we don't know if they're going to be good, but I'll put Michigan in there because most time they're decent, right?
Okay.
Illinois has got a good team this year. They're going to be decent, right? And
Penn State.
That's 6. That's 6 teams. Compared to what people try to compare them to the SEC, when you got a LSU that's good, you got South Carolina that's good, you got a Florida that's good, you got an A&M that's good, you got a Texas that's good, you got a Bama, you got an Ole Miss. I'm already at 7, right?
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about how Kentucky can beat you too, right?
Or Arkansas got new hope with the quarterback they got in this year. So
Oklahoma's in there. You're talking about a grind. Have y'all seen Florida's schedule? Like, it's a grind day in and day out. And yeah, if I'm an SEC team, I'm not scheduling no, like Alabama or Georgia's playing Florida State, I think, this year, right? Open up or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not scheduling a bunch of like another ranked top heavy team from another conference, because what do I need it for? I'm getting the competition and playing ranked teams every week, week in and week out to win this gauntlet called the SEC.
Yeah.
It's like the ACC or the Big 12, the Big 10. That's why nobody respected Indiana's run, because they on the off years, Indiana only played who? They played Ohio State in the regular season. I think they only played Ohio State. They played they played Purdue, they played Minnesota. They played Iowa. They played Rutgers. You know what I'm saying? Top to bottom. I know everybody want to say it because Ohio State is so good and they got so many teams. The Big Ten, as far as money-wise, yes, they make enough money. But when it comes to football, I'm going to keep it buck, Kenny. It's not close. So you trying to compare it is a narrative you're trying to push to say that you want to play a softer schedule.
Yeah, I don't like to agree. I like to keep things spiced on here, but yeah, my boy, you kind of going away with the win on this one, bro. Like surviving the SEC is a wide difference than surviving the Big Ten. There's a large difference. You have your going to see Michigan State is not the same as going to see LSU. Going to play Iowa or Wisconsin isn't the same as going out, getting out of there by the hairs on your chinny chin in beating Tennessee or beating Oklahoma.
I ain't even Tennessee. I forgot about that. I knew I was somebody.
But and to give you some some credentials behind what we're saying is like, bro, there was a situation last year where Vanderbilt was giving cats headaches. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a stunner, it was a shocker, but at the same time, you can't knock the fact like, hey, this is SEC football. All it takes is one to knock you out of contention.
Yeah.
All it really takes is one where y'all can kind of survive of like, man, this is, everybody looks good until, they go to the big house. Or, you go down there and you play Ohio State. It's like, we're kind of looking forward to the latter half of the schedule to really see what type of team you are. Where here we are at the beginning of the year, come week 5, Alabama got to play Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Your year could be up right then and there.
Yeah.
LSU is starting the year out playing Clemson. That's an SEC ACC matchup, but just that much is like it's competitive.
Yeah.
Everything is competitive. Whereas we don't really know who you are till like late October. So you kind of it's a no argument to say like, well, we just gonna copy because if they can do it, we can do it. Well, y'all not built the same. All things ain't built the same. Isn't that, what I'm saying? They're not choosing, Alabama didn't choose to be on the outside looking in last year.
South Carolina.
And South Carolina ain't choosing to be on the outside looking in last year.
Yeah.
But they also had to face the same gauntlet. You can't ask for another conference blessings if you can't take their curses.
Yeah.
It's not the same. The scales ain't even, brother. But hey, you want to keep the same amount of G5 games and FCS games, and you know what I'm saying? You want to run the table like it's the same? Come talk to me when they start making the playoff rankings and see where you're sitting at. And having the same age-old argument of, well, we should be in there and this should be and why not and who's hit and we had a tougher and look at our record. Okay.
All wins
are
equal.
And then what?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Big Ten. I just saying, I think that was a cop out. You didn't want to play UVA because you didn't want to maybe put an L on your record, bro. Let's now I'm nosy. Let's look at their schedule. Since he thinks it's so great, let's look at his schedule. Hold on. Let's pull up Indiana.
Indiana schedule. Oh boy.
Yeah, let's see. Since he said they start the season off with ODU.
Woo!
Then they play Kennesaw State, Indiana State. That's an FCS school. Kennesaw, who's with a new coach. Shout out to Jerry Mack, HBCU coach. He's coach at Central. You talking an ODU team that I know ain't no good. That low key for FCS upset. North Carolina Central goes to ODU this year, and I got Central beating them. That's how much I don't think of ODU. Right? Kennesaw State, Indiana State, right? That's their first 3 games.
Yeah.
Then they play Illinois, Iowa, Oregon. Tough competition, right? Michigan State, UCLA, Maryland, Penn State, Wisconsin's, Purdue. So again, the only 2 games that really look like they're like overly hard is a Penn State game and an Oregon game. So why couldn't you play UVA? So you drop UVA to play Indiana State or Kennesaw.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, I'm not trying to hear your schedule, big dog. I'm not trying to hear it. Now, let's go. Then we're gonna move on. Let's go to which one? You want to do Florida's? Well, that's too much.
No. Let's give them at least somewhat of an
A&M schedule.
Um,
A&M schedule. Texas A&M schedule. They start with UT San Antonio, a team out the when I say the Sun Belt. They actually went to a bowl game. I think they almost won the Sun Belt. It's a tough game. Utah State. Okay. Two nice starter games, but University of Texas San Antonio is a pretty good group of five team, right? Then they play Notre Dame, Auburn, Mississippi State, Florida, Arkansas, LSU, Mizzou, South Carolina, FCS game against Sanford, and end the season with Texas. Bro, that's like you got Notre Dame as a non-conference game at Notre Dame.
No, I'm saying.
Like,
it's not the same, bro.
You want to compare your schedule to that? So they lose 3 games.
But we have UCLA and Purdue on our schedule. I mean, Nico's there now. It's different, and we don't know what it's going to be. And Purdue, stop it.
Right. If they lose 3 games and y'all only lose 1, I would rather them be in the playoffs than y'all. Because who did you play? It's basically like, I'm gonna win all. If my team is good, I'm gonna win all these games against teams in the Big Ten, the lower half of the Big Ten. And if I look up and beat Oregon or Penn State, hey, look at me. We only lost 1 game. That's a ranked Oregon team, a top ranked Oregon team. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't playing nobody non-conference. You ain't even throwing a decent non-conference game. You could. I'm cool with you playing ODU, Kennesaw, or Indiana State, Indiana play each other. That's cool. But why not swap that ODU or Kennesaw game? That should have been a UVA game. Would have been good there. With a UVA team that might be a little bit better this year, not great, but like a good competition. Another Power 5 team. Only Power 5 teams you're playing is in conference. But you want to compare what the SEC does, and A&M is going to Notre Dame at 7:30 at night, prime time, NBC at Notre Dame. Like, what are we talking about, bro? It's not the same. It's not close,
bruh. And the thing is, you trying to use these marquee matchups of when you do play Oregon, or when I forgot the other team you mentioned that's on their schedule this year. But those marquee matches, when you do play a ranked opponent, as like, look, we had this on our schedule, but that's also that's also the time you lost too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the time you faced the same competition, if you want to call it that, the time you did face the same competition, or a higher up competition, you got beat back down, or you got smacked back down. So no, it's not the same. But using that one marquee matchup to a damn 6 or 7 week gauntlet I got to run through,
not close. It's not close.
Any week
I remember you compare the Big Ten to the SEC. Stop it. It's top heavy. The Big Ten is top heavy. It's not. It top to bottom. They're not that. It's a big gap between the top teams and the mid tier teams.
Plain and simple, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's out the gate, right? So out the gate, you got a couple of FCS schools, bro. Like, imagine taking that argument to like the big dogs, like your Texases, your Bamas, who else is over there in the SEC, like Georgia's, who they out the gate. It's like, bro, they coming for us. They shooting at our head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alabama got played Florida State week 1.
Yeah, at Florida State.
You know what I'm saying? 4 weeks later, they got to play Georgia. Tennessee got to play Syracuse week 1.
Yeah.
There ain't no let up. Even out of conference, even when I'm out of conference, bro, shit still gets steep.
Yeah. So let's keep him up with the college taste, man. I'm gonna say this, and this is hot takey, and I don't care, and I'm not really a hot takey guy. I'm gonna say this, yo. Y'all are hyping up these quarterbacks because what y'all did to knock down one quarterback in last year's draft. Y'all are hyping these quarterbacks up, bro. Some of these quarterbacks are hyped. So let's look at the top ranked quarterbacks according to a lot of like pro scouts, whatever you want to call them, quantum analytics. I don't know.
All right. Boy.
Number 1, Arch Manning. This is the tricky one for me. Me personally, you about to put your cape on. I know what you're about to do. But Arch Manning, tricky one for me. I don't think Arch Manning is coming out. He wouldn't sit behind. I don't think he's gonna sit behind Quinn Ewers for 2 years, play 1 year and leave. I don't think him and his dad, grandfather, and uncles are in no rush for him to leave. I don't think Arch is leaving. So all y'all pro scouts that are tanking for Arch Manning, you might be disappointed because I don't see him leaving. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's no rush. I don't think they have no rush for Archie Manning going to the league. You know what I'm saying? But this is a hard one for me. Do I think he's nice? Yes. And I can kind of speak for you too. We both think he's nice. The difference with my argument is, can we see it first? Can we see a body of work first? That one game was a good game against Louisiana Tech.
Hey. It's Louisiana Tech, though. It's Louisiana Tech, though.
Like, can we see it first? I think Archie Manning is going to be a good quarterback. I think he's athletic. I think he has a good arm. I think he has a good pedigree because, like, you know, who he works through. I think his teammates are really high on him. They like him. But this is where the controversy part comes in. Steve Sarkisian, say what you want to say about him. You know, he was a drunk at one point. You know, he had all this stuff going on. Shout out to him to recovery, man. Shout out to people recovering. Man. He knows offense, right? He's at Texas. Texas is the prototypical hot seat. They don't care about firing coaches because they got plenty of money. They'll pay you out and be gone. My question to you is, do you think if Arch Manning was that much better than Quinn Ewers, would he have him sit for 2 years?
Arch Manning was that much better than Quinn Ewers? No.
That's why I need to see him play first. Let him work through a season. He could be very much good, but at the moment when he stepped there, he was not that much better than Quinn Ewers. Because if he was, and Steve Sarkisian thought he could win a national championship with him at Texas, where you got to win, or they fire people for nothing.
Well, wait, hold on. I mean, this is also college football, bro. I mean, like, at some point, Joe Burrow sat the bench behind somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
Joe Burrow was a transfer. Nobody knows Joe Burrow could play.
I'm talking when he sat the bench behind Ohio State when he was in Ohio State.
Who was at Ohio State?
He sat behind. I want to say, am I tripping? Because it's probably what Justin Fields that was there at the time.
He was paying him up at Ohio State. So Joe had to get up out of there, though. He got him up out of there. Remember that?
And while we there, Justin Fields had to sit the bench. He had to transfer too. While we talking, they had to get him up out of Georgia.
From,
you know what I'm saying? QBU. I love that show on Netflix.
Hey, that was a good one.
That was a good one. Bro, somebody like to hear it go. But at the same time, so things can get funky sometimes in college football. Somebody, maybe coaches that go with the trusted hand. And we had a conversation, off pod about like, hey, I'm gonna just go with my guy. There's a trust there.
But when you got a name like this and that family behind you, they knew that he needed to win. Like you got that because he could have left and went and started anywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
So they knew. But let's go past Arch Manning, right? Because I'm ready. Let's see if we agree on some people. Because you probably bought the cape, and I don't like none of these dudes. So Arch Manning, in instances, I think he will be the number one quarterback by the time this year ends. Because I do think he's like that. But let's see it first. They got number 2 rated quarterback Grant Nussmeier. Boy, wow.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Grant Nussmeier as the number 2 rated quarterback. Boy, this it is hate. But this is what I'm saying, right? When Joe played with Justin and Jamar, it still looked different. It was like, hey, this dude right here, even though he's playing with these great receivers, he's different. And they won that championship. That team was different. He was different with great receivers. I think Garrett Nussmeier, whatever his name is, he looks good because them boys were so great. And you ain't win. What you win, big dog? Did you win? What you win? Joe won a championship. Joe and whooped everybody ass. Joe had probably that best single season since Cam Newton. So is it Garrett is good, or is it the other players?
Oh, you ready for me?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Kenny coming to tell you why the hell you wrong. Bro, he threw for 4,000 last year.
Yeah, okay. And they threw the ball.
He threw
Okay,
for
how many games they win?
4,000.
How many games they win?
Almost 30 tons.
And what bowl was they playing in? The Cheez-It Bowl? What bowl they playing?
Bro, he's a Heisman favorite. No, a Heisman favorite are usually chosen by other minds. It's not just me sitting up there pushing the button on him. He's on the Heisman watch list.
Who won the Heisman last year? Travis,
yeah.
Yeah, when Garrett around, when all them quarterbacks. Never mind. You got it, dog. You got it. He's not.
Yeah, you right, Ed. Hold on. Let me think about it. Because the same year that we have a lightning rod that can play wide receiver and corner and be statistically
what a boy is trash. Right? That's what my dad
juggernaut. You're right. He should.
So you think Garrett Nesmeyer is a top 5 pick for you? You would pick him as your top 5 pick?
I don't make no.
Nah.
I don't make no
argument about their stats. Everybody wants an argument about their stats. But then when it comes to the NFL thing, like, okay, so he in the draft, you got a top 5 pick, you picking Garrett Nesmeyer.
I'm saying, bro, you got a deep ball, got a big arm, he mobile. Right. I'm talking about traits at this point. You're gonna draft me is all about traits, and he got traits.
And winning means something too. And win in big games, playing good in big games.
I'll say this. I'll take Garrett Nussmeier before that boy they just took over there in New York, Jackson Dart.
Well, he was trash too, so I ain't saying much.
Right, well, there you go.
That boy threw a pick in them. We'll get to that. So next, and my dad listening, he'll probably agree with me. Cade,
here we go.
At number 3, Cade Klubnik from Clemson. Yeah. I don't know how this boy go from, and this is not me making this up. People thought that he wasn't a good quarterback for Dabo at the beginning of the year, last year, to now all of a sudden being one of the highest, on some people board, the top-ranked quarterback coming out this year.
Yes, sir.
Comparison to Trevor Lawrence, and I ain't even seen what? He is not Trevor Lawrence at Clemson. He is not. What have you won, Cade? Are you dominant? Or is that, and then mind you, he's going to look good this year. I'm already going to tell y'all right now, he's going to look great this year. But look who Clemson brought back. Clemson has this is probably one of the best Dabo teams since Trevor Lawrence left. Defense, amazing. Receiver, that D-line got 3 pros on it.
Yeah.
That linebacker crew got a pro. And the corners, they got pros.
I'd say AJ Terrell, little brother over there.
So you talking about a defense, a team that's stacked. So he's going to look great. He's going to look great this year. The offense got 2 receivers that came back that were blue chippers that stayed. This is probably the best Clemson team in a long time. So Clemson fans, congratulations. You might win more than just the ACC. This team is really, really good. But again, with Garrett, I don't think it's because of him.
Oh, it's my turn. I was waiting for you to stop hating. All right. When Trevor was going on a run, who was there? When he was at Clemson, wide receivers like what? I remember Justin Ross was there.
Okay. When
Deshaun was cooking, who was there?
You about to compare? You comparing Deshaun and Cade Klubnik? You talking about Deshaun and Trevor Lawrence run at Clemson? Is what Cade Klubnik
was there? Who was there? Now I got my guy who's coming off a 43 touchdown season. Only threw 6 picks last year. Took us to the ACC championship game.
Yeah.
Defense, stack. Offense, stack. No, the roster's just too good. It's making them look better. Or am I just nice?
Okay. So again, my saying, yeah.
I'm 6'3" and I'm accurate.
Yeah, accurate is he's athletic.
I'm 6'3" and I'm accurate.
He's athletic.
I just told you he only threw 6 picks last year.
I mean, he played in the ACC, but go ahead.
So what's Garrett Nussmeier's?
I ain't no excuse for Garrett Nussmeier. I don't like him neither. So
I don't know who the hell you talking to.
So again, and then I ask people this, and they never have the question. If he's so great on this pro list, if you got a top 5 pick, are you giving Cade Klubnik the keys?
For sure.
You won't give Garrett the keys. So we're clear. You won't give Garrett the keys.
Nah.
Okay, so he's trash. Like I said. So you won't give Garrett the keys. But you'll give Cade the keys.
I give Cade the keys. All I'm saying is this. Come the end of the season, don't be surprised if your boy Antonio Williams, that wide receiver out there for Clemson, is a Biletnikoff winner. And we talking about Cade as a Heisman, probably either
He'll probably be a Heisman. He's probably gonna win the Heisman.
Heisman or runner up to the Heisman.
He's probably gonna win the Heisman.
I'll
give him that. He's gonna have a really good year. That team is great. I mean, he can't help but have a good year.
I mean, again, I'm holding out hope for cats like Lenoris.
Wait a minute, we're gonna get there. So number 4 is Lenoris. Now we're getting the jokers that can play some football. Now we're getting the jokers with results.
Hey, real quick, before we get there, let me just ask one question. Who's number 3? Just for my own.
Cade was number 3.
Who's 2?
Garrett.
And one was
Arch
Mason. Okay, for sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, so number 4, Lenoris. Now we're getting the jokers that can play. Now we're getting the jokers that can play football, leaders of teams. And this is why I say this. Now, I know Lenoris' stats might not keep up with other guys. Now, he was a first-year player, right? At South Carolina. Mm-hmm. South Carolina also had a great defense. But when did Lenoris play his best football? And we're not potting now. We're being real. I'm not potting now. Like, when did Lenoris play his best football?
Prime time, when the lights were the brightest, on big stages, winning against really good teams. You get the best Lenoris sellers, no question.
Yeah, athletic, still working on his arm. Got a strong arm. Still a little inaccurate with the medium throws. Good deep ball, short throws. But the main thing with Lenoris that I like is big kid, athletic kid, and not afraid of the moment. What's another guy in college that wasn't afraid of the moment? I think turned out as a pretty good pro and won a Super Bowl last year. Who is that? He went to Alabama, got benched, helped them win a championship. Won a championship. Got benched for Tua, came back, helped them win another championship. Went to Oklahoma, won a Heisman, went to the Eagles. But one thing that Jalen Hurts never had was he never shied away from the moment. And that's what I see in Lenoris, like I see in other quarterbacks, like Deshaun Watson, never shied away from the moment. Lamar Jackson, some of his best games. Watch that Florida State game. It's that good Florida. Look who's on that Florida State defense that he carved up. Killed them boys. Jalen Hurts. Jokers like that, when it translates to pro, the lights are never too big. I'm always even kill. I'm always confident. It's never too big for me. And I think he has enough skills and the prototype that I think ahead of these other guys, I don't see it in big games. South Carolina was a scary team if they got in that playoffs. I tell people that all the time. If South Carolina got in that playoffs, it was about to be ugly for some people.
Yeah.
That boy against Alabama played great. Against LSU played great. Florida played great. Like, it's something about when the biggest games are played, your quarterback shows up. I'm gonna let you go.
Nah, you just cooked because that would be my biggest selling point of why I still got sellers in my Heisman race.
Yeah.
Took Bama to the ringer. Played LSU tough as all get out.
LSU, who's the quarterback at LSU?
Hey, brother, stop. Because I think they still won that game.
Who played better though? Okay, we go ahead. I think Garrett still won that game. He threw 2 picks in that game.
And you really killing me because it's like, dog, I'm not gonna go against a Jalen Hurts comp. Like, come on now. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not crazy. But for Lenoris, brother, hey, you just named one of the biggest traits I look at any college football quarterback, bro. when the lights is bright and it's time to put those cleats on the ground for prime time, we all looking back at the quarterback. He know, hey, y'all need a game out of me, and I deliver.
Yep.
Not every quarterback is graded equal, because that trait and that trait alone is the greatest equalizer. If I ever need a selling point of, hey, why I'm picking Sellers in my, is he a sophomore? He's a sophomore this year, right?
He's a sophomore red shirt, yeah. So he don't have to come out.
All right, but when the time comes, when the time comes and Sellers is coming out for the draft, I'm not even hesitating. I'm running to the podium. I'm not even hesitating. And don't let him fool around and win the S. You know what I'm saying? Like, he still got time.
Yeah.
Don't let him come out of there with some hardware.
The only thing that hurts him this year, unlike the guys last year, is that defense that he played with was really
Lost a lot.
That was a great defense that Beamer had down there in South Carolina. Had like four pros? I know at least three. Four pros. So if he shows up this year with a defense that's not as good, that's all I'm saying, bro. So let's get to your guy, the guy that doesn't show up in big games. And we about to argue now. At number 5, they got Drew Allard. I've never seen such a hot and cold take on Drew Allard. Either you love him or you hate him. His stats speak for itself. I think 55 touchdowns, 10 interceptions in his career. If that, stats speak for themselves. But then it goes back for me, that argument about the Big Ten. Are you playing great against Purdue and Minnesota? Or are you playing your best against Ohio State and Michigan and Oregon? And to me, strong arm. Okay, I'm gonna not hate so much. Strong arm, yes. Height, yes. Can make the throws, yes. I hate his decision making. It's given how Trevor Lawrence is in pro right now. His decision making in big games, when you get him off his mark, because he's not that athletic. When he gets hit and off his mark, he throws it to the other team at the wrong time. College football playoffs might have lost. All right. But I'm just saying, I've never seen a quarterback prospect that's either you love him or you hate him. So people like me don't think he's that great. I think he's going to get the GM fired. But people like you, which I'm about to pass it on, you know what I'm saying? Y'all in love with him. Go ahead.
I don't know why you make me put my cape on every time. Every time it's for Drew Allard. So, bro, at the same time, I'm only looking at it from an NFL GM standpoint. I'm not looking at what you do of course, I'm grading what you do in college football, but from an NFL GM standpoint, my boy is 6'5".
Yeah.
So 245, 250.
He's 238.
Gunslinger.
Yeah, he can throw.
You know what I'm saying? On traits alone, hey, there's make bonehead plays, no question.
It's that carrot. It's like that carrot that carrot of candy dangling in front of you. Like, he has it. He has all the traits. It's right there.
You can do it.
What? You see the Michigan game? Did you see the
No, I'm about to say that Oregon game, I can't get it out my mind. I can't get that game out my mind.
But he is 6'5".
It's like, damn it, but he's 6'5", though. It's kind of like, all right.
Who are you getting?
I can see a scout banging the table saying, hey, but what if we can make him Josh Allen?
But he could be Daniel Jones.
Or he could be Daniel Jones. But what if we can make him Josh Allen?
So would you say he's the biggest boom or bust guy?
Oh, no question.
Either it's gonna hit or it's not.
Yeah, no question. That I don't. Even with this the season upcoming, bro, I still couldn't bet my mortgage on him. So if you ask me if I was the GM, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of
in big games, it don't look good.
But that's a trait that I hold close to the chest. Like, hey, when again, like we just got done saying, in prime time when it's time to step up, Lenore's gonna do that. I'm not even blinking with Lenore's. But with Drew, it's like, bro, it's gonna be so bad. You don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't really want to look. That's how bad the bonehead plays are.
Yeah.
But it's always, I know there's gonna be that scout at the end of the table saying, but
it could be Josh Allen.
What if I sat him for, you know what I'm saying? What if I sat him for a season? Yeah. What if we just gave him a headset for like year 1 and year 2? Yeah. What if, you know what I'm saying? What if we just Jordan Love the situation?
But you could get Daniel Jones.
But you could always get Daniel Jones. You want David Ruffin, but you got Otis.
But you got
know what I'm saying? But you got the You know what I'm saying? It's like, God damn it. Nobody came to see Otis. It's but we wanted David Ruffin.
It's a tough one. We're gonna pivot away from college football. But I'm gonna do my last one. This is the one I think the guys receiving a lot of hate because like what happened this offseason. They got Nico at 6. I don't know why Nico's that low. I think Nico, for me, is the most polished one ready to go. I think Nico steps in with a decent team that they can block for him. I think he's ready to go right now. Like a CJ Stroud type year. Maybe not a Jaden, not that dynamic, but definitely like a CJ Stroud type year. Like, okay, we got good receivers here. We got a decent running game. We can block for you. Go make plays where the plays need to be made. And I think just because of the hate and everything like that, Nico, I don't know why Nico's not higher on the list. I think Nico is easily, to me, in my eyes, like your second best quarterback coming out. I think he's I don't know how Garrett jumped ahead of him. I don't know how Cade jumped ahead of him. People high and low on Drew Allar. I think he's like the one, like the wild card. But I think Nico has accomplished and he's shown more than Garrett and maybe not Cade, but definitely more than Garrett. That's just my take on Nico. I think he's just getting a lot of hate.
Yeah, no, that's just a character. That's a character eval with Nico. Because by all means, he finished this upcoming season with 4,030 touchdowns. Bro, book it. Book the ticket.
Like if Arthur comes out, Nico could be my number one quarterback. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, for sure. This is just a character eval at this point. We just question, where his loyalties lie. But again, in an NIL era, what the hell are you talking about character right now? You know what I'm saying? In an NIL era, that should be the question for everybody. Where your loyalties lie. But if we're talking just on the field, yeah, he should be floating somewhere around top three easy, no question.
Yeah,
and that's with the placement of Arch Manning being like shaky because y'all don't even know what the hell y'all got in that. At least with Nico, I know what I'm buying. I know what I'm buying with Nico.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like again,
I think Nico is like your prototypical. Maybe not the highest upside, like a Lenoris or Arch, or even Drew Allar, maybe Cade. But I think Nico's like the safe pick. And I think people don't like going safe no more. Like, he's about almost as good as he's going to get. But that good can get you playoff wins, get you to the playoffs. And with the right team, maybe do something. It's kind of like how I said Caleb Williams, like when he got drafted, number 1, was more polished. Like he had the arm talent, and he kind of depends on it too much, a little bit more than Jaden at the time. But I said Jaden had the higher upside. And I said Bo was like a finished product.
Mm-hmm.
The dude with the because Caleb had both kind of like upside plus talent, he went number 1. But Jaden's going to go above Bo, even though like Bo is going to be, this is what Bo going to give me. This might be what Jaden was at coming out of LSU. Maybe Bo was a little bit better. But what we can project Jaden to be, which is like it's coming true, is a dynamic, a superstar. And sometimes people like Bo and Nico, who might be like already at their peak almost, it's kind of like do we want to mess with that? Because they don't have no upside. It's like the safe pick. And some GMs don't like safe. They want dynamic. So that's why I think they'll become a Nico.
I think but again, I think there's a lot of other GMs too that gambled and crapped out on upside too.
Mm-hmm.
We just got done talking about Drew Lar and the upside or his ceiling being what if we can make him Josh Allen. Knowing what I'm buying, knowing what I'm paying for off the lot is valuable too. The same could be said for like a Michael Penix. You know what I'm saying, and him transferring in college, right? Like if he goes to UCLA and he's dynamic and he can still be productive, it's like what are we on the field? What are we knocking? What are we knocking? What is there?
Michael was a good one because he was like a finish. He was considered a finished product.
Again, what is left to be discussed? The rest can be built around him. The same situation of all right, if we want to sit him for like half the year when he gets to the league, but we at least got the pieces around him. You know what I'm saying? We bring in a dynamic running back. We bring in a legit passing game. We bring in O-line on the block for him. Again, that's just your job as a GM.
Yeah.
But knowing what I'm buying with Bo or with Michael Penix, or in this case, Nico, knowing what I'm paying for is still valuable.
Yeah.
It's still valuable. Now, it doesn't say like, maybe I don't need a superstar or a lightning rod in this very moment. That's jaded. He's out of here. He's out of here. But by the very same margin, the same stretch, Bo he made things interesting towards the end of the year. Michael Penix made things interesting towards the end of the year. And I can see that same projection for Nico. Yeah. Again, he go to UCLA, ball out, do his numbers. Bro, yeah, that's another person I'm not waiting for. I'm not even waiting when it's my time to pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm getting.
So it's some early college takes. Definitely college football about to kick off into August. So there's some early takes on it. So let's get to the main topic that's been happening out here. NFL training camp is here. Training camp is open. There's some early injuries. Devastating injuries kind of early too.
Yeah.
And we got some holdouts, like it always is. As you looked at the cover art of this YouTube, three of the main holdouts, or not holdouts, but three of the main people looking for contracts is Micah, Terry McLaurin, and Trey Hendrickson. I'm sorry. What you want to get to? You want to get to the contract holdouts? You want to get some injuries out of the way first?
All right, holdouts. Let's do that.
All right, let's get to the holdouts. First one that I think doesn't make sense, but is going to get done eventually. It's Michael Parsons. That's why he showed up to camp. That deal's going to get done. It has to get done. And it's going to be for a good chunk of money. Let's go franchise tag him. I don't know next year. I don't know what Jerry Jones is waiting on. I don't know why Jerry Jones. Huh?
Go ahead.
I don't know why Jerry Jones is waiting so long for Mike, like for this pick, but in my eyes, I don't understand it, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't understand it. Like Jerry, you knew that Michael's contract was coming up. You knew when I heard Myles Garrett say he wanted to leave, and if I heard any discussion that the Browns was about to give him a contract, I would have already tried to sign Michael. Okay, you missed out on that window. Then you let TJ Watt get the bag, and Michael still ain't got no bag. So either you don't want him there, or I don't know what they're doing, Cowboys. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what the strategy is. He's not going to take less. Somebody's going to pay him, so he can franchise tag him for a year, and then he'd be unrestricted. Somebody's going to pay him that money. The price ain't going down; it's going up. So you trying to give him a Max Crosby type deal? Yeah, scratch that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening.
But that's actually where I have the situation playing out with Micah. He gonna play this year on the contract he already has, his rookie deal, and gonna end up getting franchise tag next year. I don't think Jerry Jones is that loyal to the crop he got. Outside of CeeDee Lamb,
he still waited for that. He still waited for CD.
You know what I'm saying? Outside of CD, I don't really see him. I don't see his big ticket another big ticket player that he's been that loyal to. Again, Dak about to be his contract about to be. He gonna let him play that out. Play that out, big dog. You know what I'm saying? He crashed and burned on the Trevon Diggs contract. We don't know if the Trevon Diggs is coming back is going to be the same player. We don't know. He can't say. But far be it from me. If I'm Jerry Jones, like, hey, bro, I'm a scoring GM right now. The players that I'm signing big deals.
Play scared. Not when the same team in the same division win the championship. You can't play scared. You in the same division with the Super Bowl champs. Like,
right, I understood. But at the same time, I'm the only one that's getting burnt when it comes time for signing time.
That happens. CD played good though. The contract makes sense.
No, CD. I'm talking about Trayvon right now. Trayvon got signed big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just paid a lineman big money. You know what I'm saying? So in certain cases, CD and that lineman, I can't forget his name, but that lineman they got paid, and that Osa, that D lineman that just got paid. In certain cases, I look up, I'm good. But I see like a Trayvon Diggs sitting out or a Dak who was out most of last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a scoring GM. I don't know if it's time to push the button or just let it ride.
So you go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. So it's like, bro, at the same time where TJ Watt, Miles just reset the market and Aiden Hutchinson's on his way up too to get paid too, it's like, do I want to play the money game or do I say, bro, Micah, just let him play the year out? I got a cat in, DeMarion Overshown who's hurt right now, but maybe if he returns to form next season, it makes sense. Maybe I can make. Hey, I made one Micah, I can make another one. I'm just talking delusion right now.
Okay. Are you talking like Jerry? Okay, I thought you were saying like.
Oh yeah, no. This ain't Howie Roseman. This ain't whoever. This ain't.
Can
Robert
you know how
Kraft.
crazy might sound? You in a division with Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels, and you don't want to pay your best pass rusher. You're in a division with two athletic, dynamic quarterbacks.
Yeah, no question.
And you don't want to pay your pass rusher.
Yeah.
They don't even go together. They don't even make sense.
Right. We're talking about the Cowboys right now.
We're talking
about Jerry Jones. I'm talking about Jerry Jones.
Say it out loud. You got two, not one. One won a Super Bowl. The other one was Rookie of the Year and it was NFC Championship game. You had two of your teams in the NFC Championship game in your division. And the one joker that you got to counteract.
Yeah.
Them two guys.
Yeah,
you don't want to pay them. That's like when the Panthers got Julius Peppers and Thomas Davis. You know they got drafted to stop Mike Vick, right? They drafted both of them to stop Mike Vick, to chase his ass around him. It don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense. And another guy, I know you need two. You need two pass rushers. For the quarterbacks you got to face not once, but twice a year.
Yeah, but I just got George Pickens, so I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, I told you I'm going all in this year. I just got George Pickens. What else do you want?
Like, then you messed up. You don't got. Did you get a running back?
Yeah, running back by committee. What are you talking about? I got Miles Sanders. I got Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams.
You don't go get a running back since Zeke. You don't go get a running back. So you don't like. That's why everybody be hating on Dak. But what that y'all be asking Dak to win, like throw the ball 50 times and win the game, because you can't run the football.
I already pay him 40. What do you like? What else do you want? What else do you want?
Like,
I gotta
Micah
win the game.
I don't get it. I don't get the Micah deal. It has to get done. It will get done. I think Jerry Jones eventually is gonna give in and pay and do what he got to do. But why? Like, the thing about it though, why nobody takes the Eagles' philosophy? The Eagles pay early.
Yeah.
Before somebody can reset the market again. Oh, let me get you out of here. Let me go ahead and pay you. you now.
Let me pay you on the old scale. I'm gonna pay you versus the old scale as opposed to the new scale that's coming up.
Yeah, so now everybody getting all this light. So now receivers getting 30 million. AJ can't even say nothing. He just signed. Like, so
my bad, big dog.
Yeah. So I don't know what the Cowboys doing. Next person, I don't know what the hell they doing, and it's crazy, but the Bengals are known for it. They did sign a pass rusher. They did have a pass rusher on a sorry defense. Remind you, that defense was horrible. My man Jaw must have 5,000 yards.
Yeah.
And they still didn't make the playoffs. That's how bad that defense was. So Trey Hendrickson, I'm sorry, hasn't been signed, not showing up. Like he digging his like he might not play at all. Hubbard retired. So the best thing on that defense, led the league in sacks last year. And not even asking for a huge, he just want a Max Crosby deal. Heard he not even asking. I think he's on 28 or something like that. He don't want like no huge TJ Watt deal or nothing like that. He just want the Max Crosby deal. And they don't even want to give him that. Then you go draft his replacement. Makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna draft the guy to replace the guy I'm not about to pay.
Right.
Oh, if you go to jail, I won't pay nothing.
Who the hell said anything about jail?
So now you got him not even there. He's at A&M, and he's not going to sign that contract. Like, he's not going to sign that you can, like, for any little thing, you basically take away all my guaranteed money. He's not signing the contract. So, and I don't blame him. That's a bad precedent. I would not sign that contract. That's crazy. And then you're not even trying to give me more money for that clause. So you're trying to take away some of my stuff or give me more risk without giving me more money. So I'm his agent. I'd be like, bro, you gotta sit this year out. You gotta sit this year out. I would not sign that contract at all. And Henderson, it's a respect. He's been asking for a contract for 2 years and they just won't do it. Now, I think with him, it's about him. I don't think the Bengals are gonna budge because they never known to budge. I think the Bengals made a mistake this year, and I think Cincinnati fans, I think y'all are gonna kind of feel the day that y'all sign both the receivers. This is gonna be the point where y'all gonna be like, damn, maybe we should thought about defense.
Yeah. You get what you get. At the end of the day, you get what you get. You paid Mike Gesicki, no problem. You paid Jamar Chase, no problem. T. Higgins gave him some brunt, but at the end of the day, you still paid him. Pay your guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or at least have a plan. Because again, it's still looking like it's still gonna be on Joe Burrow to make something happen.
That defense was horrible last year.
Turn shit to sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still want me to do magic in here.
I think it's the point where they're gonna look back and be like, man, we actually had something good going. We could have built on that, but we set ourselves back. And I'm not saying that as a hate of the team. I'm not saying as a hate of the team, but you don't need, it's too much money in that receiver room. Way too much money in that receiver room.
Okay. And then you look across the aisle and who's in same division, right? All same way you can look across the aisle for the Cowboys, you see the Commanders doing numbers, Eagles doing numbers. I'm gonna look across and say, well, damn, let me see. That defense in Baltimore look crazy. Well, okay, well, and I still ain't got neither one of my top-rated pass rushers to stop Lamar or tackle Derrick Henry. Shit, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, Joe, Joe Burrow, figure it out. Thank you. Damn. Look, up there in Pittsburgh, they just paid TJ. Shit, I hope that that news didn't make its way to Cincinnati. Oh, it did?
Yeah.
But don't worry about it. He's 30 years old. Oh, shit, Trey's 30? Trey's 32? Damn.
He's not even asking for like TJ money. He asked for like 28 million or something like that a year. Like Max Crosby deal or something like that. Like,
brother, I'm the best. No, you just said it, and I'm the best thing smoking on this side of the ball.
That defense sucks. That defense is bad.
You just said it.
Bad.
I'm the best thing you got on defense.
Yeah.
The next one in line is probably Cam Taylor-Britt. That's the next notable name on defense.
Then you draft the guy and don't even sign him. You don't even sign the guy you drafted to replace me with.
You have no plan. You have no plan.
No plan.
But let's sit back and let's make narratives. Like who the hell said I was going to jail?
Like, yeah, if they go to jail, I think I shouldn't have to pay them. Who said I was getting locked up? Like, what type of time you on, dog? Like,
who the hell said, like, and bro, this is the league standard. There's cats in the second round that's getting guaranteed money.
yeah.
Some cats got fully guaranteed in the second round.
Yeah, you trying to take away my guaranteed money as a first round pick that's already slated for a clause. So you want to take all my guaranteed money. I get if I do something that year, you take that year guaranteed money. But to take all of it, because I like get a DUI or something in year 2, so you take all the rest of my guaranteed money? Bro, no, I've never signed that. I would never sign that.
Right. In year 2, year 3, when we over here bottom of the damn division, you know what I'm saying? And far be from me trying to let some steam off, you know what I'm saying? I make a dumb decision. Like, well, damn, what else you want me to do?
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, bro, I'm out here losing, you know what I'm saying? Owner doesn't like me. I'm out here playing on pretty much league minimum as a rookie because I ain't got no guaranteed money. So, like, bro, what you want me to do? OG said they barely try to pay him. Again, if I'm Shamar, I'm looking at it not even just in what y'all trying to do to me now, but down the road. What is there to look forward to if y'all treating the OG like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'm going back to Texas.
Yeah. The next one of the 3 that you see on the cover art of the YouTube page, IDK Sports Pod, like, share, subscribe to the channel, is Terry McLaurin. Now, this one is the more complicated for a lot of people. This one is the one where some people say yes, pay him. Some people say no. I'm more on the team. I'm more on the way of he needs to get paid, but it has to be for the right amount. I've been kind of steadfast. I talked to my dad about it. I think you talked about. I think that 3-year, $90 million range. About how much he got, about $30 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
About not like Justin Jefferson money or Garrett Wilson money, none of them. Like that 33-year, $90 million, maybe 70 that guaranteed. No long-term deal. Not doing a 4 or 5 year deal. He's older. I can't do a 4 or 5 year deal. But make the money right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a good like what T. Higgins signed for, it's a good deal. A good deal for Terry McLaurin. Now, if he wants more than that, then I can see how the Commanders could be like, whoa. But like I said, 3 years 80, 3 years 90 was about close to $30 million a year. 70 of that, 70 to 60 of that guaranteed. Like after on year 3, if we ain't winning, we can restructure. Or I can cut them. You know what I'm saying? Do what I got to do that. But with Jaden here, with him on a rookie deal, I think the Commanders will be wise to get this deal done and just make the money right. That's all I always say with him. Like how Matthew Stafford got his deal, they made the money right. You can make it right with Terry McLaurin if he's willing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Make it right. He ain't got to be the highest paid receiver because he's 27, be 28 this year, right?
Yeah.
Just make the money.
No, out of the 3 we just out of this 3 we're talking about now, I think he's the only one that actually get a deal done. If I'm being fair, he's the only one. Because in year 2, are we asking Jaden Daniels to be a kingmaker with the crew that he has now? Do we believe he's such a superstar that he's a kingmaker in year 2?
Mm-hmm.
If there's any hesitation in that answer, sign Terry. Because right now you looking at probably that roster. I don't remember the exact number, but they're sitting somewhere between the top 5 oldest rosters coming into next season. You had a great year. You got a great year out of Zach Ertz.
Yeah,
Again, can't guarantee that again. We got Debo. Don't know what year we're gonna get out of him. You know what I'm saying? You drafted Luke McCaffrey, but let's keep it cool. he ain't Lat McConkey.
Mm-hmm.
Saying there's nothing for sure. There's nothing certain on paper yet that we know that Jaden Daniels is going to be a kingmaker. But what I do know is this guy that's been here for the last 6-7 years has been 1,000-yard receiver. Has got me anywhere from 8 to 12 touchdowns a year. That's what I do know.
Mm-hmm.
So again, getting somebody on a deal that's still before the age of 30 for another extension, which would be like his third year or his third contract with the team,
Mm-hmm.
it's a celebration. Good times. Because, bro, like we still are pushing the culture forward, the Commanders' culture forward.
Yeah.
Again, when it come time for like contracts, we celebrate the Chiefs for getting it right. We celebrate the Eagles for getting it right. We celebrate the Steelers sometimes for getting it right. The Patriots or whatever for getting it right. When it comes to retaining your talent that you drafted and you develop, that is a culture setter.
Yeah.
There's not a bigger hallmark in DC right now in a vein of culture that is bigger than Terry McLaurin. No one. You got a young Thundercat and Daniels, but nobody can speak to the culture of that building, of that organization more than Terry McLaurin. Get the deal done, which I believe it would. I believe they do.
Yeah.
They're I don't know. I mean, barring any trade, any something happening overnight, what I'm saying? I don't want to speak in certainties over here, but barring anything happening overnight, I still wouldn't think you'll get the same value if you would let Terry McLaurin walk away from your building, even in a trade, because ain't no superstar gonna replace that.
Yeah,
they ain't gonna replace the leadership in that locker room.
So yeah, man. So like the three, I think that like you said, I think Terry one should get done pretty soon. I think that one gets done before preseason game number 1. I think that gets done and taken care of. And like the other ones, I think they're gonna be holdouts for a minute. I think Micah's not really holding out. He's there. But I don't think Trey plays to the opening season game, maybe when he wants tired of getting fined. But yeah, man, just like it's always a part of NFL training camp, man. Some teams wait so long for contracts. They just need to get done. I think these three just need to get done. Like, I don't think it's nothing to wait for. These three need to get done. These 3 contracts need to get done. And I think because the dynamic of the team, I think Terry's and Michael's will get done. I don't think Trey's is getting done at all this year. So that's just what it is. Real quick to go through some injury news. I think Justin Fields, toe injury. Don't know how bad it is yet. Was carted off. I know the D tackle for the Lions towards ACL. I want to say.
Jeez.
I think he's out for the year, if I'm not mistaken. I know Will Levis basically got hurt, got to undergo surgery. The fix an elbow injury, I want to say, or something like that. That gives basically the keys to Cam Ward off the rip. And then I also got Anthony Richardson saying he's back. They say his shoulder's back fully functional. So some good things coming out of camp. I mean, it's early. People just got there. We'll be following every Thursday. I think the first preseason game is what? Is it? When's the first preseason game?
Next week.
Next week. Hall of Fame game next week? Or this week?
I said the Hall of Fame game got to be soon, right? And those are at the top of August. So, hold on, I got it. July 31st. Yeah, next week.
Yeah, next week. The Lions and the Chargers. So we're back right now. Preseason games ain't the same because all the starters sit out. Don't nobody play no more. But we should start hearing and seeing some things from people, especially when they start getting their joint practices. Maybe start hearing about some of the rookies, what rookies are looking good. What vets on different teams are looking good. So we should get to the point now. We get to that point now where football is definitely in the air.
Yeah, I'm hearing good things. Again, more will come over the next month, but Cam Ward has won over everybody in Tennessee from the reports that I read down there. They feel like they got something. Tennessee feel like they got something.
I'm hearing some interesting stuff about Dylan Gabriel, but I'll keep that to myself.
Kyle Williams up there in New England. They say he been following Stephon Diggs around like he big bro. So he's standing out pretty early. But again, this is the time of year that it's
still dropping the ball. He is.
Who's still dropping the ball?
Yeah, Quentin Johnson for the Chargers. He's still dropping the ball.
Oh, yeah, I saw a clip. I saw a video clip of that.
Still dropping the
ball. Here we go, baby. Year 3. Breakout season.
Jackson Tharp throwing picks. Throwing late to the outside is crazy, but threw a pick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying?
Russell had his whole family at open day training camp.
All right.
It's not that pod. It's that type of pod. It's not that type of pod.
Let's go and wrap this up before I say something. Let's go and wrap this up. But
yeah, football back in full effect, man. And I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Basketball is cool, women's basketball is cool and everything like that. But now it's cool to start to see some of the off-season things. Now all the off-season things are done. Football is taking shape. College football is starting to take shape. MEAC Media Day happened. Norfolk State was projected to go 4th. I heard about the roster, saw a lot of the roster. Vic has a chance to be good. A lot of our team stayed. A lot of them hit the portal, but a lot came back. About 4 or 5 kids on all MEAC. Still a tough conference, but this team has been together. These are the same freshmen that came together, and now they're finishing together as seniors. So you add some transfer portal pieces to that. I'm saying Vic got a chance to be good. Central has Walker Harris and that team back, quarterback back, good team back. I think Central, in my eyes, is the favorite to win the MEAC. South Carolina State got to get a new quarterback. Still a good team. Morgan has the MEAC Player of the Year, the running back, and the MEAC Defensive Player of the Year. And Eric Hunter, the linebacker, and an All-American and an All-American cornerback too. A preseason FCS All-American cornerback. Really good defense up there at Morgan State. So I'm excited for HBCU football. I think Hampton was placed to finish at the bottom half of the CAA, which some people are upset about because Hampton did have a really good year last year, but y'all lost a lot of people. I think Zealous transferred, Mays transferred. That's both the quarterbacks transferred. A lot of O-linemen transferred. The O-line coach left and went over to Norfolk State with big. Lot of changes at Hampton. So the new coach has his work cut out for him. A lot of people left. I think like 2 O-linemen left off that squad. A lot of changes. NT picked to finish dead last, but they know why. You know what I'm saying? Only won 2 games in the past 2 years. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They got to show everybody. Do I think NT is going to be as bad? No. They got to show everybody. Didn't see the SWAC order. Was going down the list of the SWAC. I think Jackson State has a strong team. And off the gate, Jackson State versus Hampton in Jackson, Mississippi is the first game. The first game for both teams. Let's see. Okay, we'll see. At the vet, too. You know what I'm saying? But I think Jackson State gonna have a strong team. I think the MEAC SWAC challenge is Southern versus Central.
Cool.
We'll see how that go. I'm interested to see where Alcorn goes from last year for the year moved away from Fred McNair. Didn't have that great of a season, but was right there at the end. Let's see where Alcorn's at. I like Alabama State and Alabama A&M a lot. Alabama State, if the quarterbacks stay healthy, they got a good defense. I like them. A&M got Malik Hagan from Arkansas Pine Bluff, who was on a bad team, but a great played very well. He's at Alabama A&M with Sam Shade and some of the pieces he brought in. Interested to see how that goes, and I'm also interested to see how Tremaine does at Fairview A&M after leaving Valdosta State. and making them to the D2 championship game. So good storylines in the SWAC. We'll get more into the SWAC, the MEAC, and all that, and all the HBCU schools. But just a little early breakdown because I know Media Day happened, and I wanted to get my HBCU love in there, even though they don't be loving us though. They ain't let me come to me. They ain't let us come to Media Day.
They ain't let us. I'm just saying. I mean, damn.
It's cool. It's all love. Lucky we graduated from HBCU. Lucky we like you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
I'm saying? You know, but we'll get into it with some early matchups because like y'all got Jackson up front. We got Townsend at night, first game of the season into August. That's gonna be NT got Tennessee State off the rip in Nashville. Like I said, some big games early in the year. Some early good HBCU matchups. Good environment. Early September. Bands playing. Let's see where we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, man. But like that, man. IDK Sports Podcast, your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. My name is Anthony. My main man Kenny. This is right here every week, 9:30 p.m. And until next time, I holla.